Okay, so right now we're in front of the SRAC gym, the Spartan Recreation and Aquatic Center, and a lot of students come here to like socialize, play sports, and just work out. There's lots of sports you can keep up with here, and just like in SJSU in general, like a lot of games that you can go to and attend in-person games for in the fall. This is a great place to kind of be in community with your fellow Spartans and socialize. The sports organization, so like the basketball games and the football games, often do like giveaways too if you go to their games, like serve free food, like SJSU gear, stuff like that at their games. So be sure to visit the gym, the SRAC, and the games too, because it's a really fun place to be.
Alright, so right now we're standing on 7th Street Plaza, which is where the majority of student orgs table during the weeks of welcome, so WOW Week. And those are the first few weeks where the semester is kind of dedicated to like welcoming in students and kind of getting a feel for what campus is like. So you'll most likely find the club that you're looking to join here on 7th Street.
Okay, so here at SJSU, there's like 33,000 plus students that go here alone, not including like faculty and staff, so that's a big number of students right there. And I know it's intimidating, but there's a community here for you. There's so many students that go here, meaning that there's an even more diverse array of like just the types of people that you're gonna find here and the community that's here for you. So like for example, you may not think that there's like an anime club, at first glance, but you just have to do your research and you can find out that there is. Another example would be that you may not think that there's like a club for students that are also mothers, but there actually is, so that's pretty cool. So I know it's gonna be like kind of it can take a lot of energy to find a club that fits for you, but once you actually do it and you kind of do your research, you can find a community here that that feels like you belong. So here at SJSU, the different clubs are divided into a couple sections. So there are academic, club sports, cultural and religious groups, and also like Greek life and special interest clubs. So it's kind of a big variety of clubs available here. And then most recruiting for these clubs does happen at the beginning of the semester, so at the beginning of the fall semester. So around now, once we get kind of back in on campus, that's when recruiting's going to start. So that's when you'll see a lot of the tabling for these clubs happen on 7th Street. Not all of the clubs that you want to be part of will be on 7th Street, but you just have to do your research and you'll find if they're going to table or not. And also, a good way to kind of keep up with deadlines and stuff about applications for if your club requires an application, or just when the first meeting is, stuff like that. You're gonna find that most likely on the social medias. So you just have to try and search SJSU _ anime club or something like that, and then you'll find your club, and it's a good way to kind of keep track of the deadlines and such. So we just recommend doing that.
Now we're going to talk about some of the clubs that we have in Lurie College. Like Alina and Maritza said, there are so many clubs on campus that you can join depending on what your preference is, your personality, whatever it may be. But there's also clubs around your major. So in our major, for our majors, CHAD and CDNS, as well as our graduate students, there are many, many clubs that you can join. For example, for child development, we have our CHAD club. We also have an ASL, American Sign Language club. We also have a club for our communicative disorder students. And there are a number of clubs and opportunities at our graduate level too. So definitely in our document, we're going to have links to all of those various clubs. So check them out. If you're definitely wanting to get involved on campus, which we very much encourage you to do, we very much encourage you to start with one of our clubs. You can also talk to our peer advisors too if you have any questions about the various clubs.
Hey Lurie College, so this is Alina, your peer mentor, and since we're talking about clubs and everything, I just wanted to give some sort of personal experiences to the clubs that I joined, and just kind of how it's just helped better my experience here at SJSU. So my first 2 years here at SJSU, I'm a junior now, but the first 2 years at SJSU, I never joined any club or anything like that, and I just honestly felt kind of alone. I just didn't really know how to adjust. And it was just kind of like a bit alone. I did have a job, so it wasn't like alone, but it just felt like just different because there wasn't like a focus on social interaction. But I finally joined a club this semester, and it's like an online magazine sort of thing, which is super cool because you get to meet like a bunch of other students, a bunch of other women. So I love that, and joining it this semester honestly made me feel way more accepted into the Spartan community, and it just feels like I finally found like a group of people that I want to like spend time with and have fun with. So I feel like it's definitely just made me more confident walking out around SJSU because you just know more people and you just kind of have found a sort of like community. So I really wish that you all kind of find the time to do that because it's super important, and it'll just make your experience here at SJSU way more enriching. And networking is also super key. Just getting to know more people, you just feel like more accepted and just more like you're part of a community. So yeah.
Hi everyone, it's your peer mentor Maritza, and I also wanted to share my personal experience and kind of joining a organization or a club. So my junior year, I decided it was finally time to probably join a club, and so after looking through the SAMI app and some like lists online, I found out about the SJSU mock trial club, and that was just super appealing to me because I personally want to go to law school and become an attorney. And so I found out that they were having a virtual meeting, which kind of eased my nerves a little bit, just because I was kind of intimidated of meeting new people. So I ended up going to their virtual meeting, and they were all just really welcoming, and I felt really comfortable. My nerves kind of went away instantly after that, and I just was introduced like all to different people that kind of have like the same aspirations and career goals as me. So I definitely would recommend joining any type of like social club or organization. It really helped me like boost my confidence, especially not only in academics but also in like the career that I would like to go into. So yeah.
Okay, so another way to get involved on campus and develop more connections with other Spartans is to get a job on campus. There's a lot of places on campus to work, and examples of places you can work includes the Student Union, the Event Center, the Writing Center, the Pantry, and various student success centers across campus, like including your own college's success center.
A good way to show your Spartan pride is by wearing Spartan gear. And you can buy some of these clothing pieces by checking out the bookstore as we have here. The bookstore has a lot of different necessities that you might need during the school year. So whether that be things like tech, like snacks, textbooks, testing materials, you can find it here at the bookstore.